Parker's line about retiring in the NCIS Season 23, Episode 15 trailer might seem like a light moment, but within the context of this season, it carries a lot more weight than it appears. To understand why, you have to look at what NCIS has actually been doing narratively throughout Season 23. This isn't just another procedural year. The show has been exploring what happens when the structure behind the team begins to collapse. The shutdown of NCIS earlier in the season wasn't just a plot twist, it was a statement. For the first time, the series showed that the agency itself is vulnerable, not just the people working inside it. And that vulnerability became permanent with the loss of director Leon Vance. Vance represented institutional stability. He balanced politics, federal oversight, and internal control in a way that allowed the major case response team to operate freely. His death didn't just remove a character, it removed the system that protected the team from external pressure. Now, NCIS is operating in a space where that protection is uncertain. That's where Alden Parker's role becomes more complicated than it initially seemed when he replaced Gibbs. Parker was never written as a direct continuation of Gibbs. Where Gibbs was instinct-driven and authoritative, Parker has been portrayed as analytical, observant, and more willing to adapt. His leadership style relies less on dominance and more on reading situations and people. But Season 23 has been testing whether that approach is enough in a destabilized version of NCIS. Throughout the season, Parker has been placed in situations where the boundaries between field leadership and institutional responsibility start to blur. With Vance gone, the distance between agent and administration has narrowed, whether Parker wants it or not. That's why his comment about retirement stands out. In earlier seasons, a line like that would clearly be a joke, something to lighten the tone of a case. But the writing this season has been more deliberate. Dialogue has been used to hint at internal conflict rather than just provide surface-level characterization. Parker's statement fits into that pattern. It suggests that at some level he's aware of the growing weight of his position, not just leading a team in the field, but existing in a system that is still trying to redefine itself after a major loss. This also connects to a broader theme NCIS has been revisiting: continuity versus change. The show has already gone through a major identity shift after Gibbs's departure. Season 23 feels like the next phase of that evolution, not just replacing characters, but questioning whether the structure those characters operated in can still function the same way. Parker's potential retirement, even as an idea, plays into that uncertainty. It raises a question the show hasn't fully answered yet. Can NCIS continue to rely on the same leadership model, or is it moving towards something fundamentally different? With Season 24 confirmed, it's clear that these developments are not meant to conclude the story, but to reshape it. Whether Parker actually steps away or not may be less important than what his hesitation represents. It reflects a leader who is no longer just adapting to change, but beginning to feel the cost of it. And that's what makes this moment significant. Because for one of the few times in its long run, NCIS isn't just focusing on solving cases, it's examining the stability of the institution itself and the people responsible for holding it together. Parker's line may be brief, but within the larger narrative, it feels part of a much bigger shift that is still unfolding.